Hello.
Hi, how's it going?
Kemerton.
Evan, as you know.
We're currently in a hotel room in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. We just shot a music video. Figured it was time to do another Clowns and Robbers behind the scenes video. We started talking about movies, and then we were like, we should turn the camera on.
Yeah.
And, do another video.
Yeah.
We said we were going to do this.
Yeah.
Kind of made a promise, and then I put it on YouTube, so it's real. And
You did the first thing, and now
we had to keep following up.
Yeah.
I think there were like 20 views on that video, so
well,
there's 20 people we could let down.
We are still figuring out some things with the story, but we kind of have a direction that we want to go in. We're both, I think, anxious to get going as soon as possible, but it's also...
It takes time.
You got to figure out the story.
We want to do it right. We've talked through some stuff. We've outlined most of a very funny movie. Our priority right now is to figure out how to push what this funny idea is to be like something that rings true and sticks with you.
I think we can do like a quirky kind of funny-ish thing fairly well.
We're
with the
masters
film titled
of comedy.
Clowns and Robbers. Not necessarily, but we're masters of like people saying, "Oh, well, this is supposed to be a comedy."
We can come up with funny situations.
Yeah, and then people are like, "Oh, well, they're at least trying to be funny if we're not funny." But we want to add a little weight to it, a little heart to it.
How do we pull from our souls a little bit? That's what makes it feel like there's a movie it was like pouring out of you. There's something there that had to be made.
So now the trick is to take a film titled Clowns and Robbers about a clown and a robber.
It's so simple and plain, and it's sort of issuing a challenge to the audience, issuing a challenge to me as a filmmaker. Okay, you're making a movie called Clowns and Robbers, so you're going to have these things in it. Now, how do you make that into a movie?
Exactly.
And that's kind of fun. That's taking something absurd and trying to tell a story about it. We're going to find the story that we want to tell.
Evan obviously wrote and shot the short, and then, I don't know how many years ago that was.
2 years, 3 years now?
3 years or 5.
Which you didn't have anything to do.
I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
I had nothing to do.
You're involved in most things I do, but not that one.
No.
So I got to redo it and involve Kimmer.
Well, script, I'd seen the short. Then I was thinking about it, and you're older than when you wrote it, and you wanted it to be a feature.
I thought you'd like to say I'm older than you. I'm like, no.
No, I'm older than you.
I don't even know when your birthday is.
Well,
and the short's not like something that I'm trying to stick to in any way, shape, or form. The short's more of like it was me testing out the atmosphere of what it is.
Right.
It's really, it could be anything story-wise. So if you watch that, don't expect that, just bigger. The title is Clowns and Robbers plural, but we've kind of narrowed it down to a clown and a robber.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a buddy cop story.
Yeah.
Sort of with the two of them. I keep saying buddy cop, but there's no cop. It's just a buddy film.
Yeah.
Why do I want to say buddy cop?
I don't know. We were talking about like planes, trains, and automobiles, which I'm kind of obsessed with.
He talks about it a lot.
I do talk about it a lot. Just because I think that's the perfect balance of humor and then just kind of, oh wait, shit, that like broke my heart. My mentality about a film in general is for a film to be truly great, not a good film, not even a really good film, but to be a great film, regardless of the genre, if it's comedy, whatever, if it's horror, whatever, there should be like a little twinge of sadness when you leave the theater or you're done watching it.
Yeah.
It could be because you're sad it's over. You're sad you're never gonna see those characters again.
One of my favorite movies.
You're sad because you'll never have the first viewing experience again.
The best example of that for me is the movie Lost in Translation.
Yes.
Every time I watch that movie, like I almost like I don't want to cry, but it's like I'm almost like I'm so sad when it's because you feel like you're leaving Tokyo the same way Bill Murray is, and you want to go back on that trip because that trip was such a great. But it's never gonna happen again. Like that was like one time.
Yeah.
Like you can watch the movie again, but like every time you watch it, you get back to that point at the end again.
Even Star Wars: Force Awakens left, and I was like, well, that's a rare thing. That was the first one in a long time.
Yeah, you're back in that world.
And we'll never. And I've rewatched it since as of you, but you'll never have that experience again.
Right. But so we're thinking, Breakfast Club meets Star Wars.
A bunch of aliens are in detention.
Well, it might sound like we're all blowing a lot of smoke right now. We're just kind of talking really vague stuff, but I'm sort of glad that Kemerton and I are on the same page with this very strange, specific emotion we're trying to convey.
And granted, a lot of our the people we've discussed who have pulled it off are extremely talented
Right.
filmmakers. But I mean, it just, I don't know. I think
But I'm
like
just
we've done like
excited-
the comedy quirky thing. Like we can add another
Yeah.
element.
At the end of the day, I'm just excited that that's what we're aspiring for. You know, at least we have like some sort of goal that's more than just want to make people laugh, which is a
Yeah.
noble goal, and we're gonna do that. And I think we have some good
Oh,
ideas
yeah.
on how to do that. We talked about a lot of funny stuff. that
It's
we
not
can-
even for you people, to be honest. Like we were just talking
It's just
about what
makes
we
us
like.
laugh. Each way, like this video right now of us at the specific moment in time in this hotel room that we're like in this different city. Like I'm gonna watch
Town.
this video
And
in
that's
a couple
gone.
years and be like, hey, you remember that weird time we were in
Yeah.
a hotel room together in Baton Rouge? Like,
And I had to be in a fake fight for the
Yeah, you were in
video
a
with
fight
some
tonight.
stranger,
Right.
yeah, who with tats.
the goal is to make a movie with little moments, like almost like what's going on right now, but that would be boring.
It's hard to verbalize it, but we know the same thing.
This feels like it's the kind of video you'd make when you're like really high or something, like, you know,
Yeah.
we're talking these really vague
We
terms,
haven't been
but
doing any
I
drugs.
promise, like, this is exciting, but
Yeah.
as part of our goal to show you every part of the process, you have to see the dull shit like this.
Yeah.
So like the goal of the movie within the movie here
Yeah.
is that, you know, there will be a lot of stuff after this that's a lot more interesting, but you can see how this was a piece of that puzzle.
Right.
This is probably not a very good YouTube video right now in and of itself.
I don't care. If you're watching it up to
But there's
now,
only
then
20 of you.
Whatever. Yeah, exactly. There's
So-
only 20 of you. If we document it, it's saying, well, we can't go back now.
Yeah, we're talking about like New Year's resolutions and how New Year's, Christmas and New Year's both are kind of like these sad moments. Like on the surface they're very happy, but there's like always a sadness to them that they're never quite what you expect them to be, or they're never the same as that one memory you have. Like every year is different, as there's something always like nostalgic or sad about it.
Or people are like, how can you find Christmas sad? It's like, well, it's just more reminder that we're all decaying gradually and we're all going to die one day. And Christmas
It's weird,
is
like
not
we had
nearly
this
as wonderful when
conversation
you're
and I
tough.
felt like I really connected to Kimmer over this
Yeah.
really sad thing about holidays.
Right.
But the point is, like, one thing this video is for me is sort of my New Year's resolution for 2016.
Right.
In a very serious way that I'm like committed to this, and so like making these videos, like we didn't really need to make this video tonight, but saying, hey, while we're here, this is kind of a neat moment. Let's do it. Let's touch on it. We haven't checked
Yeah.
in. And this is a way of like keeping us on track. We're like very publicly putting our hopes and aspirations out there and hoping to connect them. It's a very dangerous game.
Exactly. We're going forward with this damn thing, whether you
I have
want it or not.
rashes. That's why I'm
we
scratching
need it.
myself.
So,
We have to go to bed because we have to get up at 5:30 in the morning to film the sunrise.
we do.
And it's like midnight, so
Yeah.
good night.
Good night.